then you're going to see some volatility, and not volatility towards the downside, that's for sure. For those of you who sort of recently got into crypto or who recently started copying, my best bit of advice would be to close etoro, don't look, and just leave it for a week or two. Generally, when you've got massive drops like this across the board, like right now nobody's winning. Unless you're short selling, you're not winning. And I generally wouldn't recommend short selling. It's very, very risky unless you knew what you were doing ahead of time. I think it's a bit too late now, but times like these, it's often best to just close it down, leave it for a week or two, and come back and see how things are doing at a later stage. Because making decisions when you're emotional is never good. Every emotional trade I've ever made in my life has ended badly, with maybe the exception of one or two, but the negative impact is usually far greater than any positive you'll get out of trading emotionally. PIs often see probably the biggest exodus of copiers during this time as well. And that's people just seeing the copy go down and once again starting to get emotional, starting to close the copy. What can be quite beneficial sometimes is to add funds when we sort of bottom a bit. So what I tend to look for is a bottom, a little bit of a bounce, a touch back down to the previous bottom, and then upward trajectory. Once you see that, that's more often than not a good indicator that we're heading back up. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm not going to be one of those PIs who's going to say, copy me, copy me, copy me. Now's the best time. It's always the best time. I literally responded to a comment now of someone asking, where was it? Just so you guys know, I'm not talking out my ass. So here you go. Someone asking, is now the best time to copy or wait a few days? And my response is wait a few days. Unless you like volatility. If you like volatility, then by all means, come join the party. I bought a crypto portfolio just before 2 weeks ago, flash crash, and now I'm losing $250 on $1,000 investment. When is a good time to panic sell? I'm still holding. Obviously, I can't tell you when to panic sell and when not to panic sell, but until there's some intrinsic market indication of what it's going to do, it's the long game. So unless there's some massive flaw found in majority of the blockchains, or I don't know, every government around the world is looking to shut down crypto in any way that they can, I don't think anyone should be worrying about panic selling, to be completely honest. Flash crashes, they happen every now and again. Two in like 2 consecutive weeks, that's not ideal. But you've got to also look at what's happening. There is a lot of positives still happening in the crypto space right now. The moment that you do have these opportunities for these like hedge funds and investment banks and so forth to make all this money, you best believe they are going to jump on it. And I can imagine that when this mass adoption of crypto eventually does take place, because I believe it will, then you're going to see some volatility, and not volatility towards the downside, that's for sure.